On this 2017 GMC Yukon, as you can hear, when I've got the fan on high, it's making a loud noise, and also I feel like the airflow should be better than it is. Now this car has an HVAC filter that I want to change out, and then I also want to pull out the blower motor to see if there's any trash that's gotten down in there. Maybe I could just clean it out. Maybe it's out of the vibration. It's got some vibration being out of balance, and if we can clean out some trash, we can fix that. So anyways, that's the noise. It doesn't do it when the fan's on low, but as you crank it up and it gets spinning faster, you hear more of that noise. So I'm going to pull that out, check it out, and here we go. We'll get started now. Okay, first I'm going to open the glove box, and then I'm going to loosen this little catch right here. Just need to pull it forward. All right. And that allows me to lower the glove box. I'm going to squeeze it in on the sides so I can drop it down. I need to remove the torque screws off this cover plate. They're 15 millimeter or 15 Torx. And now we have the door for our HVAC filter. Now there's a sign. We got a leaf that came out. Yep, and we got some other trash in there. I got this filter online here, and it's got multiple layers. So hopefully it'll help us with some of that pollen issues that we have here in Texas. All right. And so on these here, you got to follow the direction for the airflow. Let's see. So we should have air flowing towards the blower motor. So we want to point it down. All right, we got that installed. So do we need to go ahead and put the cover plate back on? Make sure that our little glove box keeper here, that we put that back through the hole that it's supposed to go through. This little pull string here that holds our glove box, it's got this little round tab on it. It needs to go through this slot. All right, Let me squeeze the sides of it in so we can close our glove box. We'll put our glove box items back in where they are. Especially want to keep track of our lock for our lug nuts. You don't want to lose that. Now I want to see if I can pull this panel down here, get access to the blower motor. I checked the size of the nuts holding this panel on. It's 7mm. So we'll try, see if we can get those off of there. All right, I'm gonna have to come up with a new strategy, maybe get a little extension so I can reach that back bolt. Now we got the cover panel off. We've got some more of those pine needles. All right. Got the wire harness disconnected on the blower motor. You go through your bits and you try to figure out which one's going to fit. We've got a Torx, I don't know which size. Hoping it's not one that I've lost along the way somewhere. Oh, there it is, we got a winner. Let's see if I can figure out. It's a T20, Torx 20 is the winner. Now let's see if we can get that blower motor out. I'm hoping that we just find a whole bunch of trash in it, and that way we can get it cleaned out and save some money. Figure out where that last fastener is. Usually it's a doozy. Doesn't seem too bad. Let's see if we can get it with our screw gun. Nope, looks like I'm gonna have to get a T20 on my ratchet. So I'm gonna have to find the right adapter to make that happen. Right, now I found that Torx T20, but I found it in the 3/8 size, so I put it on this Milwaukee ratchet, which is one of my favorite tools. I like how it's a smaller size and you can fit it down into a lot of locations pretty easy. Oh, you want to loosen it, not tighten it. I got the final one out. So let's take a look at this blower motor. All right, now you can see how we have these big leaves right in here. Now that can be enough to throw it off balance and make some weird noise. So we got that cleaned out, and then we can put it back together and try it, and hopefully it takes care of all the noise. So anyways, this car, I've made a series of videos. I purchased this when I was actually on vacation, going through another state, and my other car transmission gave up, so best choice was just to trade it. And so I found a deal, but it looks like the car department didn't do all the little repairs that they usually do on the cars. It was as is. So I've been going through and making little repairs on the car, trying to get everything squared away. And this is an example of one of those, noisy blower motor. And I also have some videos on doing the front struts, the brake lights, and whatever else I can find on here that needs to be taken care of. So anyways, we'll go ahead and get this blower motor put back up in here. Now I've got the AC on full blast, and I don't hear any of that loud, annoying rumble noise. I didn't have to buy a new blower motor and just had to take the old one out, clean the trash out, and then went ahead and installed a new filter, pulled out the pine needles and the leaves and the other trash that was in there. And so that's a success. That's what I like. And I had a feeling on this blower motor that might be that's something that could happen. Now, I've seen a lot of bigger trucks going through dusty environments. A lot of times they'll have a whole bunch of dust and dirt start clinging to the blower motors, and it'll just throw them out of balance, and they'll make a horrible noise. And on some of those, I can take them apart and just hit them with an air gun, blow all that dirt and dust off, put it back in there, and it sounds brand new. But hopefully this is something that helps you out. And like I said, I'm gonna make a few more videos on this car because like I said, when I bought it, it was as is, and they didn't do a good job going through it, and it's got just a lot of little things that needed to be fixed, like the console latch for one. As I went down the highway, the latch console would flop up and down. The struts were blown, which on this Magna Ride suspension is horrible. This car was very, very rough as I was bringing it back home to Texas after having to buy it under duress out of state when my other transmission blew up. But anyways, thanks for watching, and keep an eye out. I'll have a few more videos, and also if you like boating, you can see I've got some other boating, fishing videos, repair videos on boats. Anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.